Hello. Today, you're going to have the opportunity to meet the founder of Mattering Greatly Academy. This person, as you can tell on the screen, is a person who's had a very remarkable journey. His name is Tom Clute. He's an Air Force veteran. He served from 1989 to 1993, and he has such an incredible journey that he would like to share with you. You'll find out that Tom's heart is into building self esteem for people because he's been on this journey too, where he has built his self esteem, and he would like to share his story with you. As you probably imagine, and you may have heard this before, a rising tide floats all ships. Tom is a tide that's rising, and as his ship is being floated, he's going to be able to help you in your journey to float your self esteem ship. Uh, he has this story he would like to share, and part of the story would include a sabbatical that he had been on to help his self esteem. And when you take a look at his key learnings, he would like to take it from the classroom into the real world, and then into the real world, into your audacious journey, because he's had an incredible journey too. I would like to introduce to you, and by the way, I am Ron Powers. I've known Tom for about 5 years, and I'm an Army veteran. But, ladies and gentlemen, you see, and I want to introduce to you Mr. Tom Clute.
Thank you, Ron. Such a heartfelt introduction. Greetings. This video is designed to be an introduction for the work that I am passionate about, working with veterans, and I'll be attending the National Coalition for Homeless Veterans in Washington, D.C. later this May. This is an introduction, and I'll be reading it. My passion and commitment is to get to the point where I don't need to read it, but this is a start, and I really want you to know that I feel strongly that my story, vision, and information and creativity will impact your organization and the individuals that you serve. So let's go. It is only with the heart that one can serve rightly. What is essential is invisible to the eye. Antoine de Saint-Exupéry. As the visionary founder of Mattering Greatly Academy, a vibrant, welcoming educational and social purpose nonprofit in emergence, my conviction is that healing is possible. We are each and all an exquisite aspect of unbroken wholeness. Through intention, connection, and deliberate visionary action, we can change the narrative in our lives and our world from separation, brokenness, despair, and historic patriarchal, materialistic, and domination models, an unfolding future of the beloved radiating from our hearts and transforming all life. A shift in our awareness and experience must unfold from the profane to the sacred in mattering as a way of being for all beings, beginning with ourselves. This requires a sea change from a materialistic and mechanistic worldview to a unified, living cosmology. We must embrace the human element in the context of a sanctuary model in dialogue and discourse to engage and transform the archaic narrative of business as usual in our language towards a sacred ecology of we in all of our relations. The beloved character Han Solo in the Star Wars trilogy embarks upon what the late mythologist Joseph Campbell in his The Power of Myth series with Bill Moyers describes the hero's journey, where Han's sees himself as a self serving mercenary at the early stages of his role. Yet, through what Campbell describes in his book, The Hero with a Thousand Faces, Campbell illustrates Solo's empathy and leadership are transformed through extraordinary trials and revelations from me to we in the battle against darkness and his partnerships with Princess Leia and saving Luke Skywalker after a battle after the Battle of Yavin and rescuing Leia. Mattering Greatly Academy recognizes this great turning in our world today and offers profound experiential and classroom offerings and inventions to ignite transformation in our individual and collective lives and unfolding futures. For example, co creation empathy accelerator courses and intensives can be harnessed to transform language and worldview, transforming practices and structures in a world desperately crying out for the mythic beyond mundane sovereignty and ownership infused identities as only vision and creativity can produce. Leadership, defined by the late Dr. Stephen R. Covey, is communicating others' worth and potential so clearly that they are inspired to see it themselves. The leadership mission of Mattering Greatly Academy is to co create authentic connections towards healing, significance, and purpose. Uplifting humankind is the ultimate goal of our organization. My own difficult and challenging hero's journey story of transformation from despair to audacity as an honorably discharged veteran, a preacher's kid, a visionary mystic, creative, spirited messenger, and social spiritual entrepreneur. I experienced suffering for prolonged passages of my early childhood and adulthood that has forged and transformed my life from sorrow and despair to commitment and audacity, one day at a time as a sacred elder. As a courage coach and visionary thought leader, I ignite the audacity in my clients to live purpose driven lives fueled by their values and potential so they can have a transformative impact. What matters to you and your organization? Connect with a representative of Mattering Greatly Academy today. Thank you.